All right, welcome all. This is Reviewing the Ring. My name is Mike, and what I'm going to do is take a look at what WWE produces on a weekly basis and a monthly basis. Talk about it. Did I like it? Did I not? Who knows? Let's find out. Last night was Backlash 2017. And on the pre-show, we had Ty Dillinger going against Aiden English. It's fine. It was a pre-show match. English came out, no music whatsoever. He actually sang his way to the ring, took a jab at Chicago. The crowd, great heat right from the beginning, get him involved, perfect. Having Dillinger come out, the 10 gimmick is super over right now. So great first match to get the crowd going and get ready to watch the rest of Backlash. So the official first match of Backlash was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. Kind of a surprise. I thought it'd be later in the card than what it was, but come out of the gate firing, no issues there. The only bad thing that I didn't like about the match was it didn't feel like a debut match for Shinsuke. When you think about a wrestler's debut match, you should get that character's feel, flow, what they're about in that debut match. This was a match for Shinsuke Nakamura that is going to happen again and again down the road, not necessarily a special events debut match. He's the king of strong style, and that definitely did not come across during this match. Unfortunate, but there's time to fix it further on down the road. Next, we had the Usos defending their tag team titles against Breeze Dango. Love the match. I do not mind having any comedy or humor in wrestling. If it's done right and given to the right person who can take the ball and roll with it, so to speak. It's wonderful. And Tyler Breeze is dominating with it right now. I mean, he comes out, he's got the mop and the janitor outfit. He ends up switching over to the grandma portion of his personality or something, I guess. He lifted up the dress and scared one of the Uso wrestlers, which was funny. And the match itself was good. The Usos are sort of underrated and really not talked about enough. They're a really good tag team. And Breeze Dango, the match played out great. You thought Breeze Dango had a chance to pull this out and become the champs. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to be involved in the match and have fun doing it. And that was the perfect example of it last night. And then that led into Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin in what I would definitely call the pretty big surprise. Zayn winning cleanly over Corbin. It doesn't necessarily help Corbin in the long run. I don't quite know. I know he was set up to be a really big player going forward on SmackDown Live. With what's happened in the main event, I don't know if maybe they've changed their mind and they thought Corbin might be able to eat the loss clean to Zayn the way he did and still come out all right with it. A bit of a surprise, but Sammy actually got a win. That doesn't happen often. So awesome, good. Overall, good match. No complaints. Next, the six-woman tag match, the Welcoming Committee versus Charlotte, Becky, and the champion Naomi. Not bad. Haven't seen Tamina in a while, so seeing her in there sort of take up that Nia Jax dominant woman role is pretty good to see. I think the division needs it. So no complaints match-wise, wrestling-wise, or anything like that. Ellsworth is great. There's not a lot of managers now, but I would definitely rank him as the best manager in WWE right now. Becky not eating, but taking the loss clean by tapping out. I guess her losing the goggles makes her weaker somehow. Odd ending. Maybe they're just sowing the seeds for a possible Charlotte heel turn. Becky's not cutting it or something like that, and that will eventually cause a split or something down the road. Odd ending, but still, at the end of the day, we'll see where they go with it. Then came the U.S. title match between Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, with Owens, the new face of America gimmick, fantastic. It's great. He's getting legit heel heat for it, and in this day and age, to be able to have an entire crowd chant "You stupid idiot." Is great because you usually don't see that now, but Owens, the awesome wrestler that he is getting that type of reaction. Wrestling-wise, not bad. I mean, you know what you're going to get from both of them. They're technically great. Could have, I don't know, it could have been a little bit more. I mean, they could have just rocked the house. It's sort of a middle of the road. I mean, there were some excellent spots. The KO, he picked AJ up and dropped him down on his knee, right on the back of his neck. That looked really, really, really painful. And what else? All the AJ power bomb from the top rope. He flips over Owens, power bomb down. Fantastic spot. The ending a little weird. Owens retains the title by count out because AJ Owens pushed AJ's foot in a hole that was on one of the announce tables and got his foot caught in some wires, and he's like flailing around, getting counted out. It's weird. I mean, obviously the feud's got to continue further, so hopefully, maybe the blow-off match or something like that at SummerSlam will get like a really, really epic KO AJ match that we're looking for. So the feud's probably going to continue, so hopefully we'll eventually get what we want at the end of the day. Harper Rowan, classic big man match, big moves, big spots. Harper, great big man, jumping through the ropes, out on the Rowan on the ring. Harper ended up getting the win. But during the match, Rowan sort of apparently gets magical powers now from his mask. They sort of hulk him up, so to speak, which happened last night. He still lost. So I think if they were going to go with that angle, maybe at least get him a win to establish that, hey, these masks are magical, whatever, give me super strength. But he ended up losing, so I guess they're not that magical. The the final match of the night, the Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. They did it. They put the title on Jinder. The match itself was fine. Orton comes out. Jinder's already in the ring. Before the bell even rang, Orton attacks Jinder. Spills outside. Still fighting, getting back in the ring. Match eventually starts. Orton, he's got that slow, methodical style on him, so his wrestling matches aren't that great, and Jinder is what he is. The Singh brothers did get involved. One of the Singh brothers, I'm not sure which one, took just a massive, massive flip onto his neck, leading to one of the greatest faces I think I've ever seen in wrestling history when Orton turns around and knows that that guy just really got hurt. So that'll live in the meme library, the internet forever, I'm sure. But what I really wanted to talk about was Mahal wins the title. And they basically put the biggest title in WWE on a jobber just because. Now moving forward, hey, I'm all for building stars. Let's see what he does with it. Let's see what WWE does with it. Maybe it turns out just to be some of the most wonderful storytelling ever. Build his character up a little bit. Obviously, I mean, he's just, you're the U.S., I hate you. I'm not from the U.S., so you must hate me. It hasn't worked really well with Rusev in the past, and it's going to get stale quick and could blow up in their face, I think, if they don't sort of expand his character. Give the Singh brothers maybe more something to do along those lines. But that was that. That was Backlash 2017. Overall, grade-wise, I'd give it a C+, maybe borderline B-. It wasn't great, and it wasn't terrible. There were some entertaining moments in it. It was a fine pay-per-view. Leads to more questions than it did really answers and things like that, but where do they go with Mahal? What program is Dillinger maybe going to move into next? How are they sort of going to fix what happened with Nakamura? I don't think he came out, as strong as they wanted him to. He might be the next Cena, is what they're trying to plan for him. I think they kind of dropped the ball when it comes to trying to do that. But that was it. That's the review of Backlash. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back for more. I'll be watching Raw and SmackDown in the beginning of the week, and hopefully get these videos back out here the day after while it's still fresh. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you later. Thanks.